What is going on, my plant-based foodies? This is another episode of the Fit Foodie Podcast. I'm your host, Luis Mendrano, and today we are talking about which habit matters most on your fitness journey for your fitness success. Guys, happy Monday or whatever day you're listening to this, if you're listening to it on the podcast or the YouTube video. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day, great start to your week. Started another week of teaching, and I'm happy to get on this podcast. It's Monday. I feel pumped, feel energized, ready to go, ready to roll, and I hope you find value in this topic. And I'm going to share with you guys the 5 habits that I think you need to put in place, simple habits that are the real needle movers, that are the ones that are going to make the biggest difference on your fitness journey, on your fitness success, guys. And I'm going to start with what they are, what they actually are. What are the 5 essential simple habits that you need to put in place if you want to see success in your fitness journey, whether that's putting on muscle, whether that's putting on, lean body mass or weight loss. For a lot of clients, it's weight loss and wanting to shed body fat and get lean for the summer or for a vacation or whatever that may be, guys. Now, I want to go into the 5 habits and also, in my opinion, which ones are the ones that, is there one that matters most? Is there one that is more important than all of them? And I hope you find value here, guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And we'll begin with, so first of all, what are the 5 key habits? I've talked about them in previous episodes, and I want to touch on them now. And in no particular order yet, these 5 habits are: number one, tracking your nutrition, your daily macronutrient intake. When I say nutrition, I don't mean counting every calorie. I simply mean tracking your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats on a daily basis. And it's so easy to do and get done now, especially with apps like MyFitnessPal, which in my opinion makes it super easy and streamlined to get it done. Number two is your training. What kind of training are you doing on a weekly basis? Specifically, strength training exercises that will allow you to maintain it or put on lean muscle mass and strength. Are you tracking this? Are you actually doing it? Do you know what you're doing? Number three is sleep, because in my opinion, growth happens when you are getting quality sleep. Number four is your mindset routine. What kind of routine do you have, especially in the morning, with regards to your mindset and setting yourself up for success for the day? And finally is your cardio. And I don't mean running on the treadmill. I mean, how many steps are you taking on a daily basis, right? Basically walking. Walking, in my opinion, is the easiest and one of the most effective forms of cardio, assuming you're not an endurance athlete or a swimmer or a biker or anything like that. You're just a general fitness person that wants to lose weight, get in shape, feel great. And I want to emphasize that walking is all the cardio you really need to have a balanced, healthy life, and along with strength training, you can combine those two and really see a lot of gains in your fitness journey and your weight loss. So we'll jump right into those 5, guys. I want to really, is there one out of those 5: nutrition, mindset, sleep, steps, and cardio and training, that is more important? Now, I want to talk about all 5 briefly and just touch on the importance and why those are the 5 that you really should be tracking when it comes to your fitness journey. I mean, we talk about, you've probably heard about other hacks and other things you can do and supplements you can take and cold showers and what about this and what about that. While there could be some benefit in those, I really truly think that sticking to the fundamentals is where you're going to see the biggest difference. Stick to the fundamentals, forget about all the shortcuts and the hacks and all these things that you've heard. Training, nutrition, mindset, sleep, and your cardio. Get those things done on a consistent basis as best as you can, and you will see the most success and the most progress in your fitness journey. I want to touch on all 5, guys, before I answer the question of which one is the most important. And I'm not putting this in any ranking order right now. I just want to go through each one, and then I'll give you my 2 cents on which one I think. I think they're all important. First of all, of course, they all matter. They all really have like equal importance, but I do feel there's one that is above all of them, and I'll share what that is. You've probably, if you've been listening to my podcast now for a while, you understand which one I'm gonna lean towards. But let's go ahead and just jump right in, guys. Number one is your nutrition. Tracking your nutrition. what you eat on a daily basis and on a weekly basis makes a huge, gigantic, and tremendous difference in your body composition, meaning how much body fat you carry and how much muscle you have on your frame, right? And quite simply, if you overeat more than you burn, you will put on body fat, you will put on weight, and if you maintain pretty much what you are eating, what you are burning on a daily basis, then you're going to maintain your weight. And if you're in a calorie deficit, meaning that you are eating a little less than you burn, then you will burn fat and lose weight over time, right? So it's essential to track your nutrition, and simple apps like MyFitnessPal makes it very, very easy to track your carbohydrates, your fats, and your protein goals. And if you want to know about this, I'm not going to get into the details of how to use it and exactly how to track, just the concept of tracking and why that's important. Once you understand how to do it, it's very easy. If you want to know more, just hit me up on Instagram, Luis underscore R Medrano. Just send me a DM and I'll be happy to run you through a quick tutorial of how to use MyFitnessPal so that you can actually see success with your tracking, right? And you'll be surprised. Making small changes in your tracking your fitness makes such a gigantic difference. For example, switching out some carbs for more protein-rich sources will make a big difference in your body composition. Balancing out your macronutrients, carbohydrates, fats, and protein will make a big difference in your composition, your body composition. Even if you're not necessarily tracking every little gram and looking to lose weight, making small shifts like adding a little more protein into your meals will make a difference in your body composition, guys. So number one, tracking nutrition, very, very, very important. Second one, your training and routine, what routine you follow. Guys, training is absolutely key, not just for feeling good and having a strong, vibrant body, but also just for overall health, and vitality. Having strength, and especially if you're looking to burn fat, maintain the current muscle you have, or even put on muscle, which is a very worthy goal to have for anybody, male or female. Training is essential, and a routine to follow is key. It doesn't have to be, going hours in the gym every week. Just a good 3 to 4 to 5 times a week, an hour, 30 minutes minimum to an hour or more, 3 times a week minimum is enough to make significant gains with your strength, with your body, and the way your body looks when you look in the mirror, right? Especially in a bikini or swimsuit. You definitely want to have consistency with building strength and having a workout routine. If That's why I highly recommend. There's a lot of programs online you can follow. The best bet would be to hire a coach and have a program custom made for you and your schedule, and get all the guesswork done and out, and have a coach do it for you, and you just follow the plan. But either way, there's no excuses why you can't find a good workout routine that works for you and your schedule, right? So um, with a proper routine, you will make gains, especially when you're progressively overloading. Again, I'm not going to get into the details of how to set up a training routine, but just the mere fact of, in this episode, just talking about how to, or what are the habits, right? Training and tracking your training. Essentially, when I say tracking, is did you do it? Yes or no? Did you train today? Yes. Cool. Put a check. If you did not, was it an active rest day, meaning you did some kind of activity, 20 to 30 minutes of walking, stretching, doing some yoga, something that counts as an active rest day. Okay, habit number 3 is having a mindset routine, and specifically a morning mindset routine, because too many times we wake up or people get up and just immediately get on their phone or start reacting to the day. And having this reactive, you know, attitude or start to the day is not really good for your mindset, and it's going to get you to start your day off on the wrong foot. And you want to start your day off on the right foot by having, and I highly recommend, a consistent mindset routine for the morning. Doesn't have to be some drawn out hour long, hour of power or whatever. Just a good 10, 15, 20 minutes. I mean, 30 minutes. If you could find 30 minutes in the morning, even if it means getting up 30 minutes earlier, step out of your comfort zone and do it. It will make a huge, huge difference for setting yourself up right for success for the day, and just feeling good. Overall, just feeling good, feeling empowered, feeling focused. Sometimes even when you wake up not feeling at your best, doing a mindset morning routine can turn it around and make a difference for your day, right? And It's really is a foundation for other areas. I mean, you probably are going off to work, or you have meetings scheduled, or you're going to the gym, or whatever you have planned for the day. Setting yourself up with a mindset routine will make a big difference in success in all those areas of your life, not just fitness, right? And I mean, there's many ways. Again, I'm not going to get into the details of what kind of mindset routine to do, but just the mere fact of, are you doing it and are you tracking it? Whether if you did it, you put a yes, a check mark, or a one. If you didn't, you put an X or a zero, and just track whether you did a mindset routine in the morning. Number four, the fourth habit is sleep and prioritizing good quality sleep. And just to get into a little bit of the importance of sleep is, if you are especially on a fitness journey, a lot of the growth and recovery happens when you are sleeping, and getting good quality sleep will make sure that what you are doing in the gym matters and makes a difference. Otherwise, you could be working your ass off in the gym and getting very crappy sleep, and it's going to be difficult for your body to recover, and just you're not going to feel like working out, and it's going to be a struggle without quality sleep. Um, Often people make the mistake of having erratic sleep times. It's not like a set schedule. I mean, I'm not saying you're a robot and you got to go to sleep at a certain time every day, but a lot of times building these routines makes a difference in how you see success with this habit. And trying to go to bed at around the same time every night, getting up at around the same time every morning, will help you build a routine with your sleep. And again, in this episode, I'm just talking about tracking. So we want to make sure we're tracking whether we're getting quality sleep. Did you get 6 to 8 hours of quality sleep and you wake up refreshed in the morning? If you did, check it off. If you didn't, put a zero or an X, right? And habit number five, last but not least, is your cardio. And when I say cardio, I'm talking about your daily step count. A simple $10, $15, $20 watch from Amazon, like I have here, if you're watching on YouTube or the live broadcast. If you're on the podcast, I am wearing a simple tracker watch that cost me about 20 bucks on Amazon, and it tracks my steps, and my goal is 10,000 every day. The impact of staying active during the day, it just makes me understand that if I catch myself sitting for too long, I get up and move around. Especially being a teacher in the classroom, I catch myself sitting while the kids are doing some work, and I snap myself out of it and say, just walk around, get some extra steps in. Go to the bathroom that's furthest from your classroom versus the one that's right next door to get some extra steps in. Right, it just keeps you conscious and aware of getting those steps in. Everybody has a different step goal, whatever that is for you. I mean, it's different, but just being aware of tracking your steps. Did you meet your specific step goal? Yes or no. If it was a yes, put a check or a one. If it wasn't, put an extra zero. Tracking these five things, guys. Let's just recap really quick. Number one, your nutrition. Did you hit your goals for that day? Number two, your training. Did you train or have an active rest day that day? Number three, your mindset routine. Did you do something in the morning for your mindset? Check it off. Number four is your sleep. Did you get good quality sleep? And did you wake up feeling refreshed? And number five is your step count. Did you hit your step goal for the day? These are the five basics. Now I'm gonna add one thing to your nutrition, and I'm gonna throw water in there. Because water, I mean, a lot of food, especially on a plant-based diet, is rich in water, especially fruits and vegetables, and that counts too. So does your morning cup of coffee and maybe your pre-workout, and all that counts as water intake as well. But just having regular water, I would also add to nutrition. Anywhere from 2 liters plus of water, I would add to nutrition. But that could be a whole separate habit, or just add it to nutrition. Either way, it's important part of the nutritional plan, right? And what I recommend when I work with clients is that they make sure they're getting their water intake in, right? So those are the five habits, guys, the five basics which are going to make the biggest difference in your fitness journey. Now, going back to the question and the title of this episode, which habit matters most? Now, of course, because these are the fundamentals, I believe they all matter and they are all important, and they all are the ones that need to be put in place in order to see success and progress in your fitness journey, and really to make this a lifestyle, not just some 12-week, 13, month or 12-month or whatever the case may be time frame where you just do this thing, lose some weight, and then you're done. Really make it a lifestyle. Doing these things as best as you can, week in, week out. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to hit every single one every single day, but you do the best you can. And just doing that over time, you get used to it. Just like anything else, there's a slight learning curve, and then after that, it becomes easier. And then you track, and it becomes much, much easier to stick with it and make it a lifestyle. Now, is there one that matters most? Again, they're all important, but if I had to pick one, I believe the foundation is your mindset. And to me, that habit is above the other ones, although I think they're all important. I think the mindset is a huge role in seeing success with all of these things, because you got to have the right attitude to be able to do these things and set yourself up. That's why it's so important to give yourself some time in the morning before you even like get on your phone, check emails, or start talking to other people. Give yourself time where you can be alone and do something that empowers your mind, whether that's listen to success motivation, do a meditation, do some movement, walking on the treadmill or getting on the yoga mat, saying a prayer, reading some scripture, doing some silent meditation, or writing some affirmations, things that you're grateful for, anything that really empowers you and makes you feel empowered and with a clear mind in the morning is gonna help you do better at everything else. That's why I feel mindset is so important. Although I think these five that I mentioned are the fundamentals and they all matter, mindset is like the foundation. So definitely have some kind of 10, 15, 30-minute mindset routine in the morning that will set you up for success in these other areas, in training, in sleep, in nutrition, in getting your steps in for the day, guys. So they all matter. But if I had to pick one, I would say mindset is the one that's just right above the other one, just the one that to me that matters most. Now if you have a different opinion, I would love to hear. Comment, reply. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below. If you're watching this on the podcast, just let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, Luis Medrano on Facebook, Luis_R Medrano on Instagram. What is your thought? What do you think? Do you have one that you prefer over the others? Which one would you prioritize, and would you say is the most important, guys? So a couple of action steps, because as you know, this podcast, the Fit Foodie Podcast, the place for plant-based foodies that want to lose weight, get fit, and elevate their lives, is all about action. And if I had to give you one action steps, is start tracking these five things. And when I say tracking, I just mean, did you do that thing? Yes or no? Did you hit your nutrition goals? I'm not going to tell you what your nutrition goals should be, because everyone's different. If you want a customized plan, just hit me up and I'll be happy to help you out. Did you do training or active rest day? Did you get 6 to 8 hours of sleep and wake up feeling refreshed? Did you do a mindset routine? Did you hit your daily step goals? Again, that's unique to you. But if you did these things, you simply track it, and with a yes or a no, or a check mark or an X, or a one or a zero. And that way, over time, you're able to see your progress. And if you have a lot of zeros, you're probably going very slow. If you have a lot of ones or check marks, you're going to see faster progress, right? So that's the action steps that you can take away from this episode, guys. Um, as always, everyone's different, and wherever you are at, everyone has a different starting point. You might already have a mindset routine in the morning. You might already be strong at some of these, but you're weak in others. So you know you need to work on maybe you're getting your steps for the day, and so you want to prioritize that one and really focus on that one. And so to you, that one might matter most, right? So wherever you feel you need to work on, that might be the one that matters most for you, right? So the important thing though is that you're just doing your very best, not looking for perfection, and trying to do these five basic habits daily and weekly, and just see how you're doing over time. And the more consistent you are, the better you are at hitting them, then the more progress and the faster you're going to make it a lifestyle, and it's going to be easy to do. Just like when you learn something new, it might be difficult at first, just like riding a bike, right? And then afterwards you just hop right on, hop right off like nothing, right? So that's the key, right? That's the action steps. Track it, guys. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you found a lot of value. And if you did, I'd love to hear your feedback. Leave me a comment or reach out to me on Instagram and Facebook. Let me know what other topics you would love to hear. My name is Luis Medrano. I'm head coach at Vegan Body Goals. And this is the Fit Foodie Podcast, the place for plant-based foodies that want to lose weight, feel great, and elevate their lives. Guys, thank you so much. Much love, peace, and have an amazing rest of your day.